Hello, and welcome to the Halloween special of One Credit Classics. You lucky people are getting 2 videos this week, primarily because I'm just so overwhelmed by all the level of support I've really got from all you good people, all the comments, everybody sharing the videos and getting involved with social media. These videos are such fun to put together, and I thought, why not do something a bit special? What we're going to be looking at is Castlevania, as you can probably tell. A series that's kind of gone on now for over 30 years, and at the start of it, it was Konami with a Japanese title called Akumajo Dracula that came out on the Famicom in '86. And they ported that across to the NES, and after that, it really kind of took a hold. There was 3 games on the NES, Castlevania 1, which we're going to look through, that's the game we're playing. Castlevania 2, Simon's Quest, which never gets a fair shake really. Castlevania 3, the last NES one, Dracula's Curse, is incredible. And then it moved on to 16-bit, as we can see here. Castlevania 4, Castlevania Vampire's Kiss. It was a Mega Drive exclusive called Bloodlines. And then the system went a different way. The series went a different way. And it was more to do with the kind of Metroid-style maps and items. And Metroidvania, the games after Symphony of the Night, people call them. The heart of this franchise lies in these platform games. Lies in the Belmont family and its battle with these troublesome vampires. You play Simon Belmont in the Castlevania that we're going to do, Castlevania 1, and it's your quest to get across Transylvania, to get across Dracula and his haunted castle, through all these levels, taking out all these monsters, and try and save the village, armed only with your trusty vampire killer whip and a selection of sub-weapons that you can also use. It's just one of those games that perfectly sums up everything that was good about gaming at that time. I can't kind of say enough good things about the Castlevania series. I was a big fan of 4 on the SNES, but one of the great things about doing these videos is it gives me the chance to play through these games. So what we're going to do is we're going to play through Castlevania 1. I'm going to roll through this castle. I'm going to kill a load of monsters, and I'm going to try and stop Dracula turning everybody else into vampires. You can come with me if you want. I'm sure it'll be a lot of fun, albeit quite dangerous fun. Let's get started, shall we? Right then, let's kill some vampires, shall we? If only it was more like Lost Boys. So, Simon Belmont, 2 whip upgrades you get, one to like a Morning Star, one to a longer Morning Star. And then you collect hearts, which are the fuel for your sub-weapons. If I can jump here and time it, and then jump back... I see. No. Nah. You always end up going in the door by mistake. Soundtrack on this, really, really iconic. And it features in a lot of the newer games. They remixed these opening themes, and they're just so recognisable. Let that go a little bit. There's actually 6 levels split up into 3 stages each, so there's actually 18 stages all in all. You get one of those kind of rosemary bead style cross things. What you'll notice is that it'll kill everything on the screen. See if I can do the old speedrunners. No, I can't. Not over there, I can't. See if I can do the old speedrunners trick. Not with the bat that way, I can't. Right, let's try again. I did as well. Unbelievable. Check that out. You can, like I say, you can just skip off the level doing that. Bit of Johnny speedrunning. I'm well happy with that. That's well hard to do properly. And it cuts like an entire section of the level out, because we're right at the end now. What I'll do here is there's the boss of this this level. Get this, which means I can have 2 sub-weapons on screen at once. 2 of the axes. Perfect. So, map screen now. As you can see, Dracula, the big flying bat, just keeps running off, so you never actually catch him. You end up going through all these worlds to catch him. change a weapon, get this kind of a boomerang style cross, and it's in terms of clearing levels out, it's probably the best weapon in the game. But if you're talking beating bosses, then holy water's probably a bit better than it. But there we go. It's one way of doing it. There's an easier way of doing it, but it's just to kill that guy. So I can get down here, and I can get this, so I can have 2 boomerangs on screen at once. On a stage 5. This is the bit with the Medusa heads. Oh no, it's still stage... Is this still stage 4 or stage 5? I don't remember. This is 5. The bit with the Medusa heads. If you got a good number of hearts, don't bother taking them candles out, because you just end up collecting the collecting that weapon you don't want by mistake. See if I can remember how to get that treasure chest. Is it here? There you go. 2,000 points. Treat yourself. You get extra lives quite generously on this, so it's worth collecting points if you got the time. So, first Medusa head, and then just run. And if you do it fast enough, what'll happen is it won't spawn the 3rd Medusa head. Oh. Is it going to glitch? Is it not going to glitch? That's the real question here. Seems to be alright. Thought it was going to a bit there. But no, we're all good. Right, onwards. Before it figures out it wants to glitch again. It's that spot. I've had it there a couple of times, to be honest. And this is like, seriously, the most reliable of all the emulators that I've seen. I use a Nestopia. And obviously Fraps for recording. Stop here, duck, because those things can kill you on it. Nice. Onwards through there. Get a 3 there, so I can have 3 boomerangs on screen now. Try and get this right. You see, I got like extra points there. If you use a projectile weapon to knock the enemy's projectile weapons out of the air, you get quite a lot of bonus points. Oh, didn't do that very well. Oh, come on. Slappy, I need to pull my game together here. I've missed all the opportunities for extra health as well. There's quite a few on this level. But still, I won't need them now. All I need to do now is just keep trucking forwards, not get hit by any Medusa heads, and then fight the big Medusa at the end of the level. I think this is a 5 heart one. So, key here, duck in this doorway, get 3 boomerangs out early, and then just duck and spam the whip. You duck and spam the whip because you fire snakes, but if you've got 3 boomerangs, you don't really need it. That's taken me over, got me an extra life, 31,000. Oh, this music's timeless. Right, now I'll keep walking forward for this guy, because I'll scroll him off, and he's going to jump. Now just keep walking forward with these, best way of doing it. Same with him, and then jump. Oh, as if you dodged that. Didn't dodge a second one, did you? Oh, it's hard not to nod your head to this bit. Right, so with this, there's loads of cheap ways you can die here. Get a boomerang out there to take him out. The best way to deal with these bird things is to just slow down as soon as they come on screen and then figure out what they're going to do. Because the problem is on this level, you can't afford to take any risks. Because you get it once and then you're dead. Wait for him to throw and then jump down. This music's catchy as anything. It's just the best song on the entire soundtrack. After the 3rd one, jump, throw a boomerang, try and throw another one, and then what should happen, pro, is you should, that did look so pro, didn't it? You catch him as you jump. A couple of the bird things. Oh, it's gone quite high, this one. Just scrolled him off. Nice. I should be able to get... Yep. Nice. Couple of hearts there. Same with this one. The thing with it, like I say, just wait for him to make the first move. Because you can see, if you're running forward, they can make all kinds of tricky ploys, really. Those ones are nice, simple to straighten your level. But sometimes they'll go dead far low, sometimes dead far high. So you really don't know. There we go. Now there'll be a Medusa right here. Get past that. Try and spam a couple of boomerangs. Just take this out. Now, the good thing about the boomerangs, especially for this boss, avoid getting that, is the fact that if you get two enemies at the same time, it alternates between hits. So if you've got two bad guys on the same spot, and you fire a boomerang that moves over them, it'll hit one, then two, then one, then two. Now for normal enemies, that's not a big deal because they both die with one hit. But when you've got a boss, if you can time it right, you've got the potential to there you go, absolutely cream them in about 2 hits. You can do it with one. If you watch some of the speedrunner takes, they're absolutely ridiculous. You throw one and it crosses over just at the right time and they die in about like 2 seconds. If watching this has got you in the mood for watching some speedrunner stuff, seriously, the speedruns of this, they're just absolutely insane. There's people like, I can clear this in about 23, 24 minutes. Like, there's people speedrunning this in 12 minutes. It's ridiculous. So, start running on this one. And what we can do is miss the first merman. Miss the first bat as well. There you go. Now, this is the bit you got to be careful of. Very easy to die really cheaply on this. Duck here, and then go over it and wait for this to come. And then duck again. That should be alright, yeah. And then just keep waiting. Now, this one you want to wait at. And get out of this godforsaken cave. Here's nice and straightforward. You're just going to keep going forward and keep hitting the eagles. What you've got to be careful of, though, is that you don't accidentally collect an axe. Oh, invincibility potion, I'll have that. Although I'll still do the same thing, because if you let too many of them thingy on the screen, it's an absolute nightmare to try. So, hearts are fine. Axes, I can't be dealing with. Two like that. And you need the... Ugh. I see they run off. That's not too bad. Okay, keep going. Now keep running here, and this thing will... Yeah, the dragon head will just spawn at the wrong time for him. Now, there's some health on here, so it should be alright. What you need to do here is just get between, just before the first candle, there, and you can kill him quite easily like that. You can get the 2 power up, and also get some health. Now this one, I timed this wrong on the other run I did. You need to get it about here. Is it? No, a bit back. That's it. So just actually on the candle. That's it. Perfect. Get all these hearts and get the 3. And now on to Frankenstein and Igor. So, stand on the 3rd one. And do that. That boss is probably, this side of death, that's probably the hardest boss to do if you've got the wrong sub-weapons. I should get an extra life here. Nice, takes me up to 5. Now, stage 13, 14, and 15. The kind of hall where you meet Grim Reaper at the end. Careful here. Nice, did alright with that. A good way to beat those skeletons is, there's an Igor here, so I've got to make sure we get him. Okay, up here. And then what I'll do is, I'll try and jump. There you go, see, you can lead them on. There's a lot of kind of helping kind of bits on this stage. There's quite a lot of extra lives and bits of health and other bits and pieces. What you got to do with these is make sure you don't get on the right of them, because then they'll jump over you and they're a nightmare to try and clear them. So what you need to do is throw the holy water on the floor. It creates the fire, and then just back up, and he'll chase you straight into it. Walk into this wall. You'll get an extra life. Don't ask me why, or how you were supposed to figure that out, but... Now, careful of this Igor here, because... as he hits me. Just because he's the same colour as the background. There is a bit of health here, though, so it's not the end of the world. Here, if I remember rightly, is it? Yes, there. A pork chop. Whipped a breeze block and found a pork chop. Still eat it, though. Still hungry. Right, so, this bit. What I need to do... throw down holy water, and then back off. That can be a bit of a nightmare. This guy... same again, I'll get to here. Throw holy water back up. Wait for him to throw an axe, because they hit it quite a bit. Perfect, right. Don't hit that thing whatever you do, because what that does is that generates an axe, and that's the last power-up you want. Death with anything else other than the holy water is just stupidly hard. Do you might imagine? So, oh, got him. Beautiful. If you don't want to kill him like it's fairly easy to kill him like that, but if you get stuck, what you can do is you can dive up that ladder and do a jumping shot, and then get over the top of him like that. See, that's the thing. I could have collected that, and then that clears effectively over, because there's no way you're beating the Grim Reaper like that. Right, you should turn around now. Should do. Right, onward through here. Now what I need to do here is hit these two fireballs. And then go over the top like that. Nice. Skeleton. Up to the top. Kill these two heads. Do them like this so they can't hit you. And I'm still on full health, so I'm alright here. But if you do need it, if you go to the right here, I'm not going to because the skeleton, but hit that wall on the right and you'll get some health. So, a couple of ways of doing this. If you hit these shield knights as well with the holy water, they then become kind of they can't hit you. So here, scroll death on, and this is the way to do it. Just keep him locked in that corner. Because if you let him out, 100% he spams those sighs at you and you die. Any other weapon, death's pretty much unbeatable. Well, I say unbeatable. I've seen loads of clears of people, but it just looks so hard. Do you know what I mean? Why would you do it? What are you trying to prove? Do you know what I mean? You're fighting death at the end of the day with a whip. I'll take any advantage possible. Final level. This bit with the bats is so cheap. What you gotta try and do... I didn't hit him, he might come forward. No, I think I'm alright. Right, this one. You gotta time the jump so it's nice and late. Oh, no, I don't need that. Is he gonna come back? See what happens. It's so hard to do this bit well. Got it. If you can get a shot at him, looks like... No, that's alright, I'll take that. On to the next bit. Draw him through. Don't go too far left there, because you'll spawn the next bit of enemies. So what I'm going to do here is firewall there. And then, oh god, that was close. Right. So, spawn him back across. And then use the old holy water death trick. Right. So if he's going to drop here, right, you might as well get this health. Because even if you get hit, you're still net higher than you were. Yeah, I can deal with that. So, left side, left side. No, it's come from the right. All right. Oh, I might struggle here. This basically means I have to do Dracula perfectly, pretty much. But I'll have a crack at it. I'll see what we can do. Damn this computer that keeps glitching. It's not undoable, but it's pretty hard. What I am going to do is just go back and farm a couple of hearts. Yeah, no death Dracula. Right. You get used to seeing this. farming arts like this, because it's like the only way to do it really. Because you need your sub weapons for this. Because Dracula's got two forms, like a normal Dracula form and then another form. And the other form is you need to stun lock him with the holy water. Hence why I've got like 26 now. That should be enough. Right. So what should happen is he should appear here. He should open his cloak, jump the two fireballs, and then you've just got to keep doing this. Okay. The only danger is if he teleports, because you can land right on top here, and I haven't got enough energy to survive it. Like there. Dead. Oh no. Unbelievable. I might die here though. No. It's when you get cornered like I say. Walk a bit. Ah, dead. Ah, it's unlucky. Still. It's not the end of the world. It does give me a chance to show the method of clearing him that you'll probably do a lot, because it's very rare that you'll get all the way to Dracula and then what's it and kill him. So what we need to do is build some hearts up. Because in order to stun lock the second form, you need at least the 2 power up. So you can have 2 holy waters on the screen at the same time. But you get the holy water from the left hand side candle. So what we need to do is get up to kind of 20 odd. Okay, so I've got enough here. So what I'll do is, first things first, I'll collect this, right? And now we need the 2. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stand here, wait for Dracula's cape to open, throw 1, and then hit that. And that should give me the 2. Okay. And that should be enough. So what I need to do is just execute. I might struggle here. Oh, that was well done. If I do say so myself. Right. Okay. So it's about following the pattern. Never turning back on yourself, because you lose too much momentum, you see, at that point. Oh, that was pretty well done. If you get a run and jump, it seems easier, even though the jump mechanic's exactly the same. So, whip his head off, and then that's why you need 2, because you need to be able to alternate between jumping and whipping and jumping and throwing the holy water. Sit down! And that, my good friends, is 1 credit as advertised. Finished with 6 lives. Not too bad. Not too bad a score, actually, either, as it happens. Glad I got a chance to show, because it's easier to beat him when you get there and you've got the bottles. But what I was finding when I was doing a lot of the clears was I get to Dracula, and if I died, I didn't know how to actually beat him, because I didn't have the 2. I didn't have the 2. What's it? The 2 power up. And so that's like kind of, it's showing you a nice kind of way, really. This game has been like such a big part of the last few days. I've literally played it. I downloaded it on my, if you've got a DS, or I've got a 3DS XL, it's on sale at the moment on the virtual console. It's like £3.14, like it's like an exact version. It's so good. It's also got Castlevania 2 and 3 and Castlevania 4 on the SNES. It's really good. You just directly download them. I was dead worried about memory space on my DS, and then I looked at it and it was like I've got like 29,000 blocks and Castlevania's like 60, so it's not a big deal. As you can see here, the credits, they all name like horror characters that are kind of spoofed up a little bit. You still like Christopher B, probably funniest, being Christopher Lee. I don't know why, it always makes me laugh. And what happens now is it loops. and you can see it's a stage 19. So I'll just leave this here while I just run it out. This is the second time that I've beaten this evening. Unfathomably. You'll probably hear in the second, if you listen closely, like the second level of this, there's like a split second where the music kind of skips, and in my heart I'm like, oh, not again. Because what happened was, I put a perfect clear in. I didn't die on I beat Dracula on 1 life, and level 5 just glitched like half the way through, and I still managed to beat death. And I was like, I kind of convinced myself that it was kind of alright. And then I got in, my wife got in, I was chatting to her about it, and I was like, can I show you? And like, she put it with it for about 20 seconds and went, that's really annoying. And she was just like, look what happened with the Mickey Mouse episode. And it's like, that's the kind of positive reinforcement I need from in my life, really. I need somebody to say, do you know what I mean? Go play some more Castlevania and beat it properly, you big girl. So that's basically what she said, and that's basically what I did. It's been all kinds of fun playing this. I'm probably going to do Castlevania 3 at some point. Castlevania 2's garbage. I said it, I think, gets a bit of a bad run. I've had a few looks through it. It's like they tried to make it a bit of roleplay gaming, it really doesn't work. But Castlevania 3, there's like different characters you can be. You can be Alucard, the son of Dracula, a wizard, and this little kind of guy with a knife who can walk on walls. It's a lot longer than this one, but it's yeah, it looks really good. The speedrun records for that are ridiculous. But yeah, I ain't going to be getting to that anytime soon. I just want to say thanks to everybody, as always. Like, there's been loads of kind of really good stuff on the social media last couple of weeks. There's like loads of people who've shared the videos and who've commented on them and asked for different things. And I said I was going to do a NES game, and it's nice I've got the emulation kind of sorted now, that I can get it. I will start looking at more stuff kind of regularly, really. What's going to happen next for you good people is that in 2 days' time, episode 12 of One Credit Classics is going to drop because I've pre-recorded it. So we're quite ahead of schedule, which is nice. Thanks very much for being a part of this. I hope you had a really, really, really good Halloween, and that you did what most British people do when it's Halloween, which is turn the lights off and pretend that they're not home. And maybe put some headphones on and lie down in the dark, because I mean, you don't want to mix with the general public, do you? If I wanted to mix with the proletariat, I'd ride a bus, as a good friend of mine once said. But all that remains is to say thanks very much. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share, all those other things. And yeah, a massive thanks to everybody, and a big special thanks to my lovely wife, as always, who's not only put up with a lot of Castlevania the last couple of days, she's put up with 2 Castlevania recordings this evening. So I'm going to go make her a cup of tea and make some toast, probably. That sounds pretty ideal. That solves most things, really. So you take good care of yourselves, people, and I shall speak to you on the next One Credit Classics. Take care.